Welcome back to the At Home with Roby show. I'm Ashley Davis along with Trent Haston. We're your hosts. We're glad you're spending your Sunday morning with us. Whether you're in the car or on the couch, you're always at home with Roby. Visit us today at andrewroby.com, or you can always click on the At Home with Roby tab at wbt.com. Trent, it's been a great show so far talking about NARI, the National Association of the Remodeling Industry. Great to have Reed Harkey on the last segment, talk about everything he's done with the organization and his business. Now we have a few guests that I would like you to introduce because of your association with NARI.
Yeah, and no, I got butterflies because I love talking about Reed and his family and his business, and then I also love talking about NARI, and I love talking about my guys. Patrick Macisac's here, part of the Roby team. So it's just a fun morning. I will say, when you're riding down Independence off of 277 headed to get on Independence or coming back into town, when you can see the skyline, to the left if you're leaving town, you can see a big Renfro tile and marble sign. Is kind of a historic landmark in Charlotte. That is where Reed's business is, over off of Central Avenue. Mm-hmm. But check it out. I always take a picture of it when I'm riding by, not driving. I'm riding shotgun, take a picture and text it to Reed. But so to segment into the NARI theme and how NARI is such a staple of the Roby family and what we stand for, we're mirror images of each other, trying to uplift the community and the industry, the remodeling industry. We have Mike Waite, who is rolling into his fourth year, about 4 years now.
I'm almost done with 4 years.
Oh, almost done. He's a veteran, 5 years, as the executive director of NARI. And then we have Patrick Macissac, who is you're the president of Roby Electric, right?
I think that's right.
You're the president of Roby Electric.
Yeah,
at least till Monday morning.
He runs our electric business, and he's a great guy. And he's rolling into 2016. Will be his second term as the president of NARI.
Right. And I actually call myself Mike's first assistant. So that's right. It'll be my second year as president / Mike's first assistant.
That's part of our philosophy, right? Managing up, humbling up.
That's right.
Did you say
we're good followers?
Mike's first assistant or Mike's personal assistant?
It just depends what day it is.
Okay, got it.
And where we are.
Yeah.
So I will say something. So I said what NARI is. NARI is ethics and quality in the remodeling industry in Charlotte, and we also give back to the community.
Yeah, and I was listening, obviously, to the previous segments, Trent, and you used a couple of words there that really meant a lot to me, and it's a perfect bind with NARI. You mentioned ethics, and that's one of the common threads amongst our membership, and it's really the common thread amongst the organization across the country. But you also mentioned family over and over. But your bond with the Harkey family, your bond with the NARI family, it is a family, and I don't think a lot of folks get that experience in a professional association, but we're totally committed to the industry that doesn't have a great reputation out there. But these are the professionals. These are the folks that want to protect the image of the industry. These are the guys that are good citizens. These are the guys that want to give back to the community, like Ash has said numerous times this morning. We're inspired by giving. So you know this as a home builder and a remodeler. The relationship between a homeowner and a remodeler is way different than a home builder. You're coming into somebody's house that they're already in. They already have a family there. They already have a schedule. They have pets. They have intimate objects. You have to have a different bond, and you have to have a different level of integrity, ethics, morals to go in somebody's house like that.
Yeah, I think that's a great segue, Mike. We actually have a code of ethics that we abide by, and any member of NARI has to abide by those code of ethics, or they're actually removed. And before anyone can become a member, they're heavily vetted to make sure that they follow these code of ethics. So we actually have I'm holding in my hand, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but our updated membership directory. You can find it at various showrooms at Ferguson Enterprises, Queen City Audio Video. Home Depot's putting these on their shelves.
Harkey
Tile and Stone.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
Go by the Roby Electric office.
Go by the Roby Electric office. We have about 20 boxes of these things, which is great. The more we can get out, the better we all are. So, I mean, as a homeowner, you can trust anybody that's in this business, and I think that's the key word that we're trying to convey.
Okay, I have to confess, back in like 03, 04, I was giving out directories. I had them in the back of my Jeep or my truck, and it was a couple boxes short on giving them out. So a couple months later, I needed to get rid of them. So they started my bonfire. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It could be used as kindling.
I thought it was better than the dumpster dump, though. I thought you were.
So you're saying with my fire pit this year, this is the way.
No, I'm saying give the daggone jokers out. Spread the word. Let me tell you a little story about NARI. 2099, I'm still in college, getting out of college. Randy Burris was the president, invited my dad for a Roby, Angel Roby employed a leader to join NARI. Dad volunteered me. I've said that story on the radio. It's kind of funny. Randy's like, oh, crap. I got involved. I'm sitting in the board meetings. I owe it to NARI. They're the first organization where I became a leader in my professional career. It's where I learned how to start reading a balance sheet, start reading a P&L in my professional career. It's where I learned that I'm not going to go put down and put out of business every other remodeling or contractor in the world, that they're my allies and we need to uplift each other and hold each other accountable, educate each other. And I needed guys that had more experience to help me. All that was taught. So when we have leaders come up in Roby, I put my money where my mouth is and say, hey, you need to get involved in NARI to start things off, and we need to lead the industry and lead the community as Roby, and we're allies with these other contractors and other service providers, and we hold each other accountable, and we also help each other's business. So that is how now Patrick is the president. And I didn't say this before, but Reed was the president 2-year term, 08 and 09. I was the president in 05. So it's kind of really, really, really cool. And it is family. We have a bond.
Well, and you mentioned advancing or promoting or some professional development and asking your upcoming leaders to lead in a professional association. And they do not only learn there, but it helps us too. We get to attach our brand to your brand. Your brand means a lot to us, means a lot in this community. It means integrity. So it really solidifies the NARI brand that we want to promote in the marketplace.
Hey, that's a great point, Mike. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to the At Home with Roby show. We've got Mike Waite and Patrick Macissac with us today. We're talking about NARI, the National Association of the Remodeling Industry. And Mike, it's great what you guys are doing in the community, not just in the remodeling industry, but in general. You do a lot of things out there. You really get your name out and help folks in the community.
Well, I appreciate you saying that too, Ash. It is ultimate importance of us to attach our brand to good works in the community. We've got I'd say out of our 160 members, 160 of them care about folks in the community. So we've got talents, we've got skills, we've got funds, we've got resources, we've got the connections, we've got the relationships in place to make things happen for people that don't have anybody making things happen for them. So whether it's granting wishes or gifting or handing out scholarships to promote folks to pursue the industry, or general scholarships, or if it's somebody in great need, family members of NARI members that are in great need or in some level of distress, if we can come to bat for them, if we can come through for them, we don't do it for the recognition, but we're attaching our brand to the good works in the community, and hopefully that helps us the next time that we're pursuing something of great importance in the community.
I mean, we've done playhouse building and auction playhouses off before. Do we still have a playhouse for sale sitting on our yard?
No, we do not.
Oh, it's sold, but
We
don't
do not.
don't remove it from the yard
I
because
know.
my kids love it.
Mine as well.
We leave a penny on the ground every time they play there. But we do that. We raise money. I know we partner with brands like Make-A-Wish and such. And then we've also done one-off deals where a member's in need and we help their family. And we also have an ongoing scholarship fund Mike alluded to, where we give a scholarship to a related family member or employee industry member every year, and we give one outside of the industry.
That's right. And one other thing that we've recently just now completed, and to touch on a little bit of what Mike was saying, is we came together as a membership group, and we just finished remodeling a bathroom for someone that really needed it done. Somebody that was having issues. Mike, you want to touch on that a little bit more?
Yeah, about 18 months ago, I was approached by Rebuilding Together of Greater Charlotte and the Charlotte Checkers to combine on a project for a family that's over in the North Davidson area, 100-year-old house, extremely physically handicapped young man, and his mom was having to carry him into a small bathroom so he could use the facilities. And long story short, we finally started the project last December. 11 months later, we're finishing up. He's able to do things by himself he's never been able to do before.
Hey, Mike, can you hang with us through the break?
I'd love
to.
to.
Because that's not a story we want to make long to short. I'd like to hear more about that and what you're doing, and also talk about the importance of what you are, and not just the community, but how you help people as they're looking to remodel their house. You're listening to the At Home with Roby show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.